Let us try to imagine a world with no fear. No fear of losing your loved ones. No fear of failures nor defeats. No fear of struggles. A world where everyone trusts without having no doubts. A world of hope and full dependence on God. How great could it be? My brothers and sisters, it will only become possible if we have faith in God. A world with unswerving faith in its Creator. We all know that Christians believe in God. You believe in God, and I believe in God. But the question is your faith enough? Some may answer, yes, of course, my faith is enough. Some may say, maybe, I guess so, I think. Some may answer, no, definitely not. However, the real question here is, why should we need to strengthen our faith? Nga agibi, nga kinanglan tagibi padakuro ng ating pagtuo. Why? Nga because first, why should we need to strengthen our faith? Is because faith builds courage. If you have a Bible there, please open your Bible in Psalms 23 verse 4. Even though I walk through the darkest valley, I will fear no evil, for you are with me, your rod and your staff, they comfort me. So this verse says, I will never be afraid of anyone. I will never be afraid. Bisan ano pa nga circumstansya, it's because there is faith in Jesus. May pagtuo ko ya, na God will always be here, kaupod ko, bisan sa ano pang problema, bisan ano pang ginatubang ko. So, next is 1 Samuel 17-37. The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of the Philistine. Saul said to David, go and the Lord will be with you. So this passage, David said, the Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine. Okay. So David is a shepherd. And chapter na nga gina-rescue sa Ginoo sa lion kag sa bear kaya ginaprotektahan niya ang mga shepherd. So, he has faith in God na bisan kontrahon niya pa si Goliath that time, God will always be right by his side because he has faith na ang Ginoo magabulig sa iya. So, wala sa kadlukan. So, faith builds courage in the life of David when he faced his rival, Goliath. So, faith really builds courage. Next point is, faith builds obedience. Ang aton kuno pagtuo, nagapabakod sa aton nga pagka masinurong. You can see in Hebrews 11:8, by faith, Abraham, when called to go to a place he would later receive as his inheritance, obeyed and went, even though he did not know where he was going. So, nagkadto si Abraham sa lugar nga wala sila ni kabalo kung ano to ang tangtan niya. Pero nga nagsunod siya. It's because he has faith on God. Kay may pagtuo siya sa Ginoo, nagkadto siya. Hindi siya nagkadto kay gusto niya lang. Because yung nagasalig sa Ginoo, kay ginsugo to siya, makadto siya, kay gasalig siya. So, for example, a stranger, hindi mo kilala, nagambasi mo, kadto ka to sa may plaza, alas 5. Ayhan makadto ka sa plaza alas 5? Hindi, di ba? Kay tungod, hindi mo to masaligan ang tao nga to. Kilala mo to, hindi mo to ganyan masaligan. But But because si Abraham niya nagasalig sa Ginoo, ginpati niya ang Ginoo. So because of faith, it builds our obedience. Gasalig kita sa Ginoo, that's why ginatuman natin siya. So next is in Genesis 6:9. This is the account of Noah and his family. Noah was a righteous man, blameless among the people of his time, and he walked faithfully with God. Faithfully. Noah is faithful, and we all know that sa story niya nga pag-build niya sang arko. And in Genesis 6:22, Noah did everything just as God commanded him. So, this makita natin, Noah is faithful. So, no wonder, nga gintuman niya ang Ginoo. Ginatuman niya ang tanan nga isugo siya sa Ginoo. Ikaw man be, suguan ka sa Ginoo maubras ang isa ka arko sa bukid. Kung wala ka faith, ay patihon mo na. No! But because Noah has faith on God, he obeyed God. That's why faith really builds our being obedience. Next is faith builds hope. Ang aton pagtuo nagapabakod sa aton paglaom. So we can see in Hebrews 11 verse 1, may pagtuo kita kung hugot ang aton pagsalig, nga mabaton ta ang mga butang nga aton ginalauman. Kag bisan wala pa naton makita ang mga ginpromesa sang Dios, sinasigurado ta nga mabaton gid naton ini. So our faith give us the assurance nga ang tanan naton nga ginalauman or ginahope naton is maangko naton just because of faith. First dire, kung ikaw may ginalauman ka nga bagay, pag wala kasing pagtuo, hindi mo na dali-dali nga dalaang kung mga angkon ko na siya, if wala ka faith. But because of your faith, nagapabakod ini sa imo nga paglaom nga bisan hindi mo ina siya makita, balaan mo kay may pagtuo ka nga mabaton maini siya. Because of faith, build our hope. Next is in Hebrews 11:12. Tungod man sa pagtuo, nakababata pa si Abraham, bisan tigulang na gid siya, kag bisan bawas pa ang iya nga asawa nga si Sarah, kay nagpati siya sa promesa sa Dios sa iya nga makabata si Sarah. Tungod man sa pagtuo. So, tungod sa pagtuo, bisan balaan na gid nila nga wala na gid tsansa si Sarah yang magbata, it's because bawas siya. May paglaom sila gyapon. Kay may pagtuo sila. Kung nagatuo ka, ginaabdan ini siyang paglaom. So, because Abraham believes and have faith nga mabaton niya ini, kay naglaoman siya. So, faith really builds our hope. So, that is the three things that motivates us and why should we need to strengthen our faith. First, faith builds courage. Second, faith builds obedience. Third, faith builds hope. So, here is a quotation from Norman Vincent Peale. Faith is the most powerful of all forces operating in humanity, and when you have it in depth, nothing can get you down. So faith is the most powerful. So no wonder that Norman Vincent said that, because as I said earlier, faith builds courage, faith builds obedience, and faith builds hope. So, in Matthew 8:24, verse 8:24 to 27, suddenly a furious storm came up on the lake, so that the waves swept over the boat. But Jesus was sleeping. The disciples went and woke him, saying, "Lord, save us, we're going to drown." He replied, "You of little faith, why are you so afraid?" Then he got up and he rebuked the winds and the waves, and it was completely calm. The men were amazed and asked, "What kind of man is this? Even the winds and the waves obey him." So in this passage, sa nareklamo ang mga disciples ni Jesus, ano muna hinambang Jesus siya? You of little faith. God addresses your faith first than storms or your circumstances. Ang faith mo, kagamay sa inyo pagtuo. Your circumstances is secondary. Kung ano man ang imo nga problema, subong kung ano man ang imo nga sitwasyon, subong, ikaduhala na. Your faith first, that matters. So, hambal sa Ginoo, you of little faith. So, ang faith nila, it doesn't mean nga unbelief, but it means nga ang level of faith nila, hindi isa inchakto nga faith nga dapat nila nga ara sa ila. So, our faith is very important, not our circumstances. Because if we have faith, no matter what circumstances we have, we won't fear because faith gives courage. We won't be lost because faith gives us obedience. We won't be hopeless because faith gives us hope. And that is why we need to strengthen our faith.